Hello. Today's going to be a little bit of a different video, but not by much. It's going to be about the same, but uh, basically, the only difference in this video is I'm going to be showing you some of my music I listen to calm down. Uh, so you'll hear that in the background. That's really the only thing that's going to be different. And I'm going to put some lyrics up for you as well. And then I'm just gonna talk. I know this video is probably going to be copyright claimed or something like that. I don't really care. I don't make money anyway. So introducing my comfort music. So the pretty much the name of this is going to be comfort music. Just go ahead and get that there. I'm pretty sure I forgot last time or something. So why am I so stressed out? Quite a few things actually, and I will talk about the music as well. So this band is called Flip Turn. They have been a huge part of my life at this point. Like, I haven't known them very long, but they have changed a lot. Here's some lyrics for you. You'll see by the lyrics probably why this is so connected to me. I feel like this entire album called Shadow Glow, I feel like it was all written for me. Like, when I first listened to it, I would just lay in my bed and stare at the ceiling and cry. It connected to me so well. Like, I just fucking love this song in particular. Is just beautiful, phenomenal. It's just amazing. So I'm kind of hoping the audio works out. I did some test runs and everything seemed good. So what's the issue? Well, today I just kind of had a bit of a situation. I had a bit of a crisis. Things weren't working out very well for me in my work situation. My boss told me, she's like, look, first of all, the current assistant manager, her job was on the line, and my promotion was on the line. She said, you're not going to get this promotion because our team is not performing. And here I am, I'm like, dog, what the fuck's that got to do with me? I didn't get the promotion in the first place. It is not my responsibility to make our team work. I'm not getting paid to do that yet. Anyways, it just really stressed me out and made me realize how, like, little I mean in the grand scheme of things at this job. I thought maybe I'd be important or something. But it just kind of made me regret the past few years of my life. I always wanted to do one thing. I wanted to pursue entertainment in some way. And I haven't made very much progress. It really fucking sucks. This next line, by the way, it hits so hard. I've had so many situations where I've kind of run away from a lot of my friends. If you don't know, I've got borderline personality disorder. And I've kind of conquered it quite a lot in the past few years. I've come so far. But this part right here, I've got more love than I could have asked for, and I never meant to say that I needed more. And that just fucking hits, dude. Because in those situations, it's like I've got all the love of my friends, but in my head, I feel like that's not enough. You know, I feel like they're all gonna leave me, so instead I leave. And that is a big part of what people with borderline personality disorder struggle with, among a ton of other things. There's a beautiful, beautiful video that I'll link in the description if I remember. And I think you should watch it if you're curious of what it's like to live with borderline personality disorder, because it really hits home. I can't watch it without crying, but it's got some funny moments in it too. It's a cute little animation. The end of it makes me cry. And if you have borderline personality disorder, I hate saying the whole thing. It's a tongue twister for me. I'm gonna say BPD from now on. If you have BPD, you'll understand why it hurts to watch the ending of it, because it's just like the whole thing's kind of showing the struggles of having BPD. You know, the interpersonal relationships, the feeling of everybody gonna run away. You have to be scared of people because you don't want to get close to them because you know that you're not gonna have them forever. God, I love this song. It's so beautiful. Flip Turn is special. Anyways, the thing at work, it triggered my thoughts, and I started thinking, it's like, I've really failed. I am a failure by definition. I've grown as a person. I've really strengthened myself. I've grown, mentally I'm a much healthier person now. And I can recognize that. But the one thing I wanted to do was to be some kind of entertainer. And every time I tried, I eventually would just stop. There was no real reason other than depression. And it's a valid reason. I think a lot of people will get hit with that depression and give up on their own things. This song speaks to my fucking heart. Molotov Breakdown in specific, this one right here, that lyric right there really hits home with you, or with people with BPD. And at least it did to me. This is why this whole album felt like it spoke to me. I've got 3 songs in this little playlist, by the way. So it's about 12 minutes long. Anyways, it kind of just made me realize I'm a little bit of a failure. Every time I've tried the whole creation thing, I gave up on it. I always make these plans and I give up on it. I spoke about that in the Daydreaming video, where I also mentioned Radiohead's Daydreamer, or Daydreaming, one of the 2 names, but that video also kind of hits home. I wouldn't call it comfort music because it kind of triggers my extreme emotional response to the fact that I am a failure. But it is a beautiful song. Highly recommend listening to that. I don't know, I talked to my friend about it, and I kind of realized that I give everybody this advice, like artists who struggle, for example, they're in the creative field as well. I keep telling them, do this, do that, just stay on track. And I never take my own advice. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. It's just so hard for me to take my own advice. It's so easy to dish it out to other people, though. So, I don't know what the goal is on how to fix myself. I don't know that I can. But one day I'm just gonna have to say fuck it, stick to something, and get good at it. And it's gotta be something I enjoy. Because I'll tell you right now, I don't really enjoy working in retail. It may be surprising to hear that, but I don't. So, what's the deal? What's the dealio? Do I just accept that I've failed at the whole entertainment thing and move on to something more normal? It probably feels like it's a safer bet. Because if I keep continuing to hit this entertainment thing, I'm just gonna keep failing. And maybe one day that changes, I don't know. It hurts to realize that since 2019, I kind of had one goal, and it's 2024 now, and I've not done shit. Like, I've done my streams, I hit the sponsorship, I made a decent amount of money from that sponsorship, but it was a one-time thing, and my inconsistency was the bane of, my success. It just destroyed me. In that, depression's definitely to blame there. I was on medication for a little bit. Oh goodness, that was gross. I just burped. I don't know if you heard that. But, yeah, medication didn't really help me. I taught myself to cope without the medication, and I'm doing great. I know a lot of people with BPD will struggle to do that. I put in that fucking grind set. That was the thing that I wanted to improve on. And I still suffer from some things, like, in certain situations, I do have a little bit of jealousy. That's a big one that I still struggle with, but it's something I get pretty good at. Also, you have nothing to explain. I love that. Because I always, in all my situations where I've had friendships fall apart because of a breakdown or something, I always try to explain my situation to my BPD, and for example, like the first friendship I lost, this song's beautiful. I know I can say that about all of them, and I'll probably play a 4th one to you too, but it's a gorgeous song, I'll just say that much. I don't know where I'm at right now. I had this dream, or not really a dream, it's more of a daydream. I daydream a lot, and I just thought, like, what if there was a way to escape and kind of start over fresh? And I did have one potential idea. I don't think it would work out though. And I am in this situation. It's like, if this happens, maybe I could do this. It never happens. I was always like, well, if I get a computer, I can be a streamer. If I get a good mic, I can do that. I can do it better. if this, then I'd do that. And I've not done any of it. But I was like, if I can get away and start over, maybe I can really be a different person. My cats are running like crazy right now. Calm down, what are you doing? I really hate this whole I'm lost thing. I hate saying that about myself because I'm on a decent track, but I kind of feel like I've hit a roadblock. I'm not really getting better at anything. Like, I became a mental person, and unless I go to school, I don't think that's going to do anything for me. I wanted to be a creative person. I wanted to stream. I wanted to make YouTube videos, but I hate the YouTube environment now, and streaming is not something you can really do without YouTube. Streaming's also exhaustive. It takes time, and I don't really have time. I probably do have time, but not in the right times. I come home and I sit down and I waste time, to be honest with you. I still haven't taken care of my house very much. So a month has already gone by this year, and it's kind of just gone down the drain because I was stuck at somebody else's house. My house was not functionably livable. I'm stressed. I contemplated titling this video Stress and Comfort, but I really just did not have one topic I wanted to talk about being stressed, because I'm very stressed about life right now, which is very cliche to say. It's very stressful altogether for everybody, but I'm having to bust my ass at a job that at the end of the week I'm skipping meals because I can't afford food. It's bad. I cannot justify busting my ass at a job that will not give me the promotion I was promised. Like they said, you officially have gotten this promotion, and then I didn't get the promotion. The rules changed, and I was unable to get it. And it really fucking sucks, because that would have fixed the monetary issue. Or at least I think it would have. I probably would have had worse spending habits. Oh my goodness, cats, what are you doing? They're freaking out. You're gonna see a mess, but I'm gonna have to add more music to this. We're gonna add... Oh my god, cats, what are you doing? It's not here. Dang, give me a moment. This song. That was the end of that song, by the way. Don't be afraid. But this isn't it. What the hell am I doing? This one. Ugh, it's gorgeous. Anyways, I don't know, man. I really just wanted to talk. I got so much shit, and I gotta go to bed. Like, I just got home from closing the store, and I gotta go to bed so I can open it in the morning. Isn't that some bullshit? I don't even have time for 8 hours of sleep. So I'm hoping you can kind of understand why I'm so stressed. How do I deal with stress? I listen to music, and here you are. I walked home tonight in 0 degrees Celsius because I needed me time. I wanted alone time outside below the stars so that I could listen to this exact music. And it gave me some headspace. It let me think, and I just kind of put together things that I wanted to talk about. And it's still a jumbled mess. That's just how my brain works, unfortunately. Oh well. I wish I had time to play Minecraft or just lose myself in a game and escape again. That's just kind of how I live my life at this point. And that's probably why I get nothing done. I wish maybe something like video editing would be my escape, but there's so much involved there because you have to record footage to edit. And there's one project I wanted to work on, and I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I talked about this in the daydreaming video as well. This big idea I wanted to do. It's really cool. I can play out the whole thing in my head. I just have not written the script down, and the longer I wait, the more plans are falling apart. I had a big climactic ending planned out. I had talked to somebody that, I could be able to do that ending with. And it's a coworker who happened to become my friend. And it turns out we're probably going to have to fire him. And I doubt that he's going to be down to do that. So that might be falling apart. And that's one of the things that demotivates me. Doesn't that suck? I don't know, man. I guess I just need to vent. Vent to the void. I don't like venting to people directly. It's something that I once had to recognize as a toxic trait. And it's not toxic by itself, but when you do it to the extent that I did, I had to train myself to stop doing it. That was bringing people down around me, and a lot of people were just not qualified to listen to the shit that I was going through, and I put it on them anyway. And someone pointed that out to me, and I'm very thankful for it. It hurt like hell when they told me, but I kind of recognize that now, and it's one of the things that really set off my change as a person. You know, when I lost my first friend when I knew that I had BPD, I didn't know how to handle my BPD. And when I was learning more and more about BPD, I kind of realized, oh, these are the reasons that I lost this friend. And this is all caused by BPD. Along, with everything else. Like, BPD is caused by trauma. Lots of trauma, which I have gone through. A bunch of emotional abuse. And, it's hard to come to terms with a lot of it. And, I didn't talk to that friend for 3 years. And that was completely justified. 3 years later, though, they messaged me. And I was like, oh, hey, cool. Asked how I was, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a much better person. Look at all these things that I changed about myself. And found out they also had BPD. It was very ironic. And it's cool that I'm in a position now where I can understand how other people with BPD feel. Okay, now we're running out of music, and I still want to keep talking. There's gotta be some other classy music to put on. Probably. No. This song's pretty cool. Doesn't really... We'll just play it. I don't think I'm going to talk too much longer. I think this is definitely just going to be a 20-minute video. I don't know. I kind of had in my mind I wanted my goals to be just picking something I'm not good at that I want to be better at and get better at it. Working at my job, as much as I don't like it, it made me realize that I could just do something and get better at it. At a long enough time, I get better at it naturally. So, for example, I wanted to learn to type better, and I've already reached a pretty good amount of progress. But I want to do that for music, for example. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, and I think it's just one of those things. I'm going to have to do it for a while. Everything's going to suck in the beginning. It's going to be bad, miserable, awful. I'm going to be embarrassed. I got to stick to it. These artists that draw really cool art that I see on Twitter all the time, they didn't just, start out like that. I have another friend that really showed that to me. What I really want is to become friends with people that are into making music and just learn shit from them, but I haven't found any of them yet. And it's hard to be good friends with somebody. Like, I'm a decent, charismatic person, but sometimes it's just hard to talk to people and get close to them. They've got their own brains and they're like, maybe they're not interested in having more friends. Maybe they struggle with that. Maybe they're afraid of it, which I could fully understand. So, I don't know. I think I gotta circle back to the idea that I'm a failure. And that I just need to pick something and get better at it. Do it long enough and maybe I will. I don't know. This song ends on a high note, by the way. I'm gonna stop it before then because I'm not gonna play the second part. I don't know. Thank you for listening to me. I know this was a bit venti. Goodbye. Cliffhanger. Listen to Cliffhanger music. Listen to the next song. It's called Weepy Woman.